Hello. Our StarCraft chieftain is not ready yet, and we no longer enjoy sitting in a canoe all day. It's really hard on our backs. So we decided on a little plastic john boat to fish on in the little lakes. I have these seats, like I showed you, I was putting on these removable seats, and they come with brackets that look like this. Now this is supposedly, you see the little curve right there. It fits around the little pipe on the removable seat, the swivel seat. It's a bracket. So you screw through those screw holes into the seat, and then you're expected to get the actual seat, the bracket, to slide upward into that curve. I can't help but think I'm going to be in a hurry to get my seats out of my boat, and all this is for is to hold it in there. So I put the brackets on upside down on purpose. I put them on like this. So it's not going to move around, it's not going to come off during a trip or anything. But when I want to slide it out, it's just going to undo loosen the seat off, and it's just going to pop right out. So I know it's kind of upside down backward, but this is a removable seat that I want in here, not one that's fastened in permanently. So that's why I did it this way. Put my seat clamp downs approximately the place I want. Remember I said I'm putting them in upside down. Make some magic marker holes. Not magic marker holes. I made some magic marker spots. And drill a little hole. It's only foam inside these seats. If the water ever comes out up that high and starts like coming out these little holes or something, well, I'm in trouble anyway, right? So how am I going to worry about it? In this boat, the bracket's not meant to hold the seat in there permanently. I'm just using them to keep it from tilting on the seat, because they have a tendency to move when you lean. So this way, you can lean without fear that you're going to fall over the back of the boat. way a person can lean backwards or whatever, and it's not going to tilt sideways in there. Here I am in our lake garage here, just testing out the new Sundolphin American 12 John boat. So we want this because we're going to attempt to bring it in on our UTV into the bush. But for now, we're just trying to get it on the water just to see whether it'll work for us. So I'm going to use an electric motor. It's a Greenworks Glider 38 Canadian Tire. Now, another thing. The reason it's up so high is because, well, we're not really in a lake. We're on our garage floor here. So I can't make it go down far enough like it will be in a lake. In a lake, it'll be down this high into the water. Another thing you'll notice, the seat is not centered. Whenever I drive a boat, I like to sit sideways when I'm driving the boat. Otherwise, you got to reach behind you and you try to, oh, it's just a pain. So I put them off to the side. And I figure it's still center enough. So when I'm sitting in the boat sideways, I'm still approximately the center of the boat. So unless I lean way back or something, but generally it's going to be right here. And the boat motor is going to be down lower. So I can sit here and fishing rod in this hand while I'm guiding the boat with this hand. Because I'm right-handed, I like to hold my fishing rod in my right hand and use my left hand to control the motor. Otherwise, I would put the seat on the other side if I was facing that way. I also put the motor as far as I could on the plate sideways. Gives me an extra like inch and a half, 2 inches. I move it that way sideways. Gives me that much more room to control that motor. So, it's only a small boat. Now the electric wire for the motor, I'm actually going to carry the battery in the front of the boat because I'm heavier than my wife and she's sitting in the front and I'm in the back and all the weight's going to be in the back. So I put that up in there to kind of balance out the weight, so the battery's going to be in the front. Plus, if it's just me in the boat, well then you've got weight in the front, it'll help to keep the front down when I'm in the back. So I needed to run wire to it. So the cheapest wire I could find is a set of booster cables. And they were in Canadian Tire for $22. So I just bolted them together. I actually used nuts and bolts. Bolted them together and taped them up good. And then I put clips. They're not permanent clips. You can just take the wire in and out. But while you're in there fishing, it's gonna, keep it organized. Because remember, this boat's gonna be taken apart every time we're done for the day fishing and we're gonna move it someplace. So the wire's all gonna easily be removable. So that's just to keep it out of the road. So when I'm swinging around the boat, I don't jam my foot in the wire. When we're standing up catching big fish, we won't trip over the wire. And even if somebody else is sitting here, they can still sit slightly off center and still be fairly centered boat. So then, whoever's rowing the boat, if we're not using an electric motor, I don't know if these are going to be the permanent oars we have, but these are the ones we have right now. That one's big. And then, I used to like rowing. I think I still do. Nice exercise. And that's about it for right now. Next time you see this boat, hopefully it's in the water. And we're gliding across the lake looking for fish. So I made this tool. It's a piece of pipe. I cut a slot into the end of it. I'll put this handle on for leverage. Possibly even to tie it someplace, I don't know. We'll see about that. Because of these wing nuts in there. Okay, the wing nuts are on the other side. So I can just slide this on and just otherwise it's really hard to get the fingers in there to undo these. They're loose enough now and I can just spin them by hand. Better put an electric drill on there. Just so then I can just put these in the box of the UTV and it'll be removed. You can see these are the wing nuts I'm talking about. It's fine thread, so it takes a lot of turns to get them off of there. But the wrench helps to tighten them up because, like, you know, you gotta have tight seats. And that's it. Well, there it is, our little American Sundolphin American 12. But it's in a Canadian waters. Fish rod holders. I think that's just for temporary holding it while we're driving. I'd want mine in my hand. And chose to put the battery in the front just to balance out the weight. Ran a wire, then little copper clips along the side, keep it out of the road. Little Greenworks glider, 38-pound 12-volt motor. Should push it, but I'm depending on these oars. I really like oars. So she's all ready to put in the water and we'll see if it floats. There we are trolling away now. Now we're just waiting for fish. Come on, fishy fishy in the lake, please bite my bait. There's our campsite way over there. You got a first fish. Look at the size of it. Like, my goodness.
It got snagged on my...
That's like bait. Oh my God, we can't even keep it for supper. But you got the first fish.
Yeah. Pretty small. Like he was right in the grass probably. Let it be a walleye. Come on.
It's a walleye. Good. Yeah. I want supper. Get him, get him, get him. Yes, finally. A meal. Unreal. Okay.
Well, we're keeping that one.
Oh, my line. Oh, definitely. Okay, we'll do that. Yay! Supper! Another one for my dear wife, I think. Her line's not sure what it is. It's a walleye. It'd be a nice one. Definitely two for supper. Yes! Congrats!
I caught 3 walleye.
Yes, you did.
two stupid pike. The two other walleye were too small. I had to give them back. So when you give back, it reaps rewards. See, that's my reward. That one's not going back in the water.
No, because we don't have enough food with us.
So he had to fish for suppers. I had planned nothing for suppers other than last night.
Smells yummy.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to eat my fish first. Thanks for frying them up. I'm catching more than half.
Do another drink?
Not right now, after. We were quite pleased with our little Sundolphin American 12. Roomy enough to fish out of on a small lake, light enough to easily load and unload. Please click subscribe to help me with my channel. Till next time.